Hello and welcome back to the Ahenfie Rabbitry YouTube channel. Today we are talking nesting boxes. Today we want to show you how to build your own nesting boxes. Now, what is a nesting box? A nesting box is that box where your animals deliver in. The box that you put in the cage for your doe when it is pregnant so that it can deliver and put your beautiful babies or litters inside for you. The babies that are going to expand your farm, that are going to be turned into money for you when you sell them, whether as breeding stock or as meat. And so you agree with me that a nesting box is a very, very crucial part of your successful rabbit farming. Because if you don't have a good place for your animals to deliver, they are going to have problems right from day one. When the babies are born, they are going to suffer. Some may die. You will lose. A very bad nesting box contributes to later losses. So you need to get the right nesting box. And we are going to show you exactly how to construct your own nesting box. A good one that will last you probably several years on your farm. So hang in there with us as we show you how to construct your own nesting box. Now, the other thing I know is that many a times people use gallons that they have cut, and that works fine. That is also a good option. But we at the Ahenfie Rabbitry here, we use wooden nesting boxes that we have constructed ourselves. We don't use the gallons. We have found the wooden nesting boxes to be the most ideal nesting box for our animals and for our farm. We have used the gallons before, but we saw a few things that we were not too excited about, especially when it comes to the urine and all the drainages and all that. It's not always very, very efficient. So we came up with a very innovative idea to construct our own nesting box that allows urine and other things like that to easily escape so that the babies will be kept dry and clean all the time. And this is what we are going to show you in this video. If you stick and stay till the end of this video, I guarantee you it will be worth your time, because we are going to show you how you can protect your animals right from day one when their mother delivers them until they are old enough to jump out of the nesting box so that you can remove it from the place. So stay with us and let's just get informed and educated. Now, if you are new to this channel, you are welcome. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting this channel. It's been amazing. The support you have given us since we started this channel has been wonderful, and we are thankful. We want to encourage you, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that when we upload new content, you will be informed and you will be able to watch it, and it will help you to go forward in your rabbit farming business. So thank you so much to all our subscribers, and let's get into the video. So this is the plan of the nesting box that we are building. As you can see, we are going to have a top cover, which is 8 by 4.5 inches. And we'll have a back cover. The top of the back cover is going to be 8 inches, and the length at the back will be 9 inches, which will match the 9 inches frame that is going to be on the left and the right of the side and side of the box. And for that particular shape, we're going to cut 4.5 at the top, and it's going to slant all the way till there is 4 inches from that edge to the base, and there will be 14 inches at the bottom, and we'll have 9 inches at the back, which will match the back cover. Then we would have a front cover, which will be 4 by 8 inches, and again that's going to fit the front 4 inches that we have in the side and side frame. Then we have the base, which is going to be 14.5 inches by 8 inches. This is because we have to have a slight over. It has to be a little bit longer so that when we fold the sides on top, we'll show you later how the sides will be folded on top so that it doesn't injure you when you pick it up. And we are using a wire mesh at the base that is roughly 0.5 inches wide in terms of the hole, the holes in the mesh. So this is basically the structure we are building. Now let's run through the items we will need to build this nesting box. We will need a board just like this to make our nesting box. We are going to make it out of this board. This is one of the materials that we need. We need a marker. Now it could be a pen or a pencil. Here we are using a pen, but it doesn't really matter. So anything that you can use to make a mark on your wood when you measure it, that is all we need. You also need a tape measure. You need a tape measure, something to help you to measure, because everything we are going to do is measured to precision. So you need a tape measure. That's going to help us to get the correct sizes or the measurements we have to cut of the board, so that we will be able to get the thing done in the best way possible. So we do need a tape measure. A similar one like this. If you don't have a tape measure and you have a meter rule or anything that can give you accurate measurements for length, is okay. You also need nails. You need nails, and here we are talking 2-inch nails. So 2 inches nails, that is what we have in your shot. We're going to use 2 types of nails. One is our 2 inches nail. You also need 1-inch nails. 1-inch nails. There are other parts of the nesting box that we are going to, like the bottom and other places, that we are going to fix using 1-inch nails. So there we have our 1-inch nails. You need a hammer. A hammer. So we begin by measuring and cutting all the pieces that we will need to make our nesting box. The first piece here that we are cutting is the very long side and side, the left and right. We first cut them as these rectangular shaped frames, and then later on we are going to measure the 4.5 at the top and have it slanted to the front until we have 4 inches that comes to the bottom. So here we are just cutting the long frames that will form the left and right sides of the box. You only need 2 of these per box. But as you can see, we are just cutting some extras because we are making more than one box, even though we'll just be showing you how to make the box with just one of it. And now we are cutting the 8 by 9 inch frame, which will be the back cover. So the measurement is being taken, and we are ensuring that we have the exact dimensions that we need, so that we can get our back cover of 8 by 9 inches frame. So to get the front cover of 4 by 8 inches, we first measure with the 8-inch frame and we mark that off. And then in addition, we also mark the 4-inch mark. Then draw the line so that we can cut along the line and get that 4-inch piece, which is going to be the front cover. To get the 2 slanted side frames, we first place the 8 by 4.5 inch frame on the rectangular side frames that were cut, and the 4.5 inch mark is made with a pen. Next, the 8 by 4 inch frame is placed on the same rectangular frame, and the 4-inch mark is made at the bottom front part of the rectangular frame. The 2 points are then joined together by a straight line using a pen. We then cut through this line to obtain the slanting frames for the sides. The process is repeated for the other rectangular side frame to obtain the 2 side frames. So now that we have all the pieces cut, we will proceed to assemble them into our nesting box. First, we join one of the side frames to the back cover using our 2 inches nail to hold it firmly in place. We then proceed by joining the second side frame to the structure that we have just built, so that we have the 2 sides sides and the back cover all in place. So we're going to have the two sides and the back cover beautifully placed together to begin to look like our nesting box. Now, whilst we are doing this, we also position the 8 by 4 inches front cover in place, just so that it offers support during the nailing process. We don't want to be nailing and weakening the structure. So we put the 8 by 4 inches frame that we cut in place so that it provides that extra support for the nailing to happen effectively. After nailing the side frame in place, the front cover is then nailed so that we now have a complete structure on all sides. We would have covered the side and side, the back, and also the front. All these are done using the 2 inches nails. Now, the final thing we do is to place the top cover. So the top cover is nailed into the structure, again using our 2 inches nail. Remember, the way we did this measurement was such that the top cover fits within the two side and side frames and not on over at the top. This is very important because it gives it this neat structure. You will see in a moment once it is all done. It doesn't sit on top, but it is nailed inside it because we want a very tidy and clean nesting box. And there you have it. Our beautiful nesting box is almost complete. Now we only have to fix the bottom part with our wire mesh and we will be done. It's coming together nicely. Our beautiful, beautiful nesting box is coming together for our kids. As we saw in the plan, we will use this kind of coated wire mesh to fix the bottom. This wire mesh is very common and you can easily get it at most places where building materials are sold. It's very common. If you go to a place where they sell building materials and you ask for this type of wire mesh, they will gladly supply you. And it's not too expensive. So you can easily get it. Here we are going to cut 14.5 by 8 inches. And we do this so that we will have a slight overlap at the bottom because we are going to curve the edges upside over the board. You will see it in a moment. But we cut these in 2 pieces. We can use any scissors. If you have a good scissors, a strong one, you can use it to cut this wire mesh. Just be careful that it doesn't hurt you as you are cutting it. We use a double layer for 2 reasons. We use 2 layers of the wire mesh, and we do this for 2 reasons. The first one is to provide additional strength and support for the bottom of the nesting box. Because remember, we are going to have our kids sitting in there, our mother is going in. We want the bottom to have strength, to be strong enough to hold them. Even though there will be even though there'll be support from the cage, we also make sure that the base of the nesting box is strong. And that's why we use 2 layers. The second reason is that when we use the 2 layers, we fold it on top. And so what happens is, or we place one on top of the other. So what happens is that this automatically decreases the spaces within the mesh even further. And that prevents the tiny legs of our kids from getting trapped into the holes in the wire mesh as they begin to stand and to walk. So this is very important. We do it for 2 reasons, for strength and also to decrease the holes in the mesh a bit further. We fix the wire mesh at the base of the box using these buttons. You see, we cut these buttons. You can also buy and just cut it into a smaller piece or just cut from the board that you are using if you don't want to spend extra money to buy another button. So we cut these buttons from our board and then we are placing them at the base of the mesh to support the mesh in place. And we use our 1-inch nails to do this. So this is where our 1-inch nails come in. Now, to fix this, it is very, very important that the buttons are perfectly aligned with the frame such that it does not have any overlap at the inside of the box. The buttons must not create a small edge within the box, because if this occurs, what happens is that it becomes a spot where dirt and other small particles can settle within the box. And we don't want any such thing, because we want the nesting box to be self-cleaning. That is why it must perfectly be in line. The button must perfectly be in line with the frame, with the side and the front and the back frame. The buttons must sit perfectly in line with that, so that nothing can sit within the box using the support from the buttons. So this is how we position the button. Finally, to prevent any injuries, any extra piece of the wire mesh sticking out on the sides of the nesting box is made to lie down flat using the hammer. As you can see, Tofik is just making all those pieces lie flat on the sides. This way, it creates a smooth surface that makes it injury-free when you handle the box, as in lifting it, or even when the animals start getting out of the box. Nothing gets, they don't get any scratches because this mesh is sticking outside. Yes. So now you can see the finished product. It looks really cool. And this is the nesting box, the Ahenfie Rabbitry special, the Ahenfie Rabbitry nesting box. I mean, that's how we do it. We make our own nesting boxes on the farm, and so far we have really had good success with them. They are very easy, very convenient to use. It's very, you can see the mothers enjoy it, and we ourselves, it's very easy to handle. It's heavy, so it can sit comfortably, and the mother can jump in and out without any problems. And the babies are also very comfortable, because there is nothing like urine accumulating at the base for anything to happen to the animals. So that is the Ahenfie Rabbitry nesting box for you. We hope that you have learned something from this episode or this video. If you have any challenges making your nesting box, don't hesitate to put comments in the comment section. We'll be very happy to guide you. We are offering these things for people to be able to do it, so that they can build their own rabbitries and succeed. We are here to help. We are here to offer help. The little we know, we want to share, so that all of us together will push this industry forward and make it what it ought to be. So this is something that people would have normally gone to pay and be taught how to do, but we are offering it to you for free on this channel right here. How to make your own nesting box right here at the Ahenfie Rabbitry channel. Thank you very much for watching our video. We are so excited that you stayed with us till the end. I believe this has been worth your time, and you will be able to build your own nesting boxes for your animals. We have more videos on this channel that helps you on how to select your rabbit breed. We have videos on why you should even go into rabbit farming today, and we have videos on several other very educative topics. We have videos on the Pindula rabbit that you want to really check out, because that is a very unique animal that you may want to have on your farm to help you meet your target as far as commercial rabbitry for meat production is concerned. Thank you so much. We'll see you again back here on the farm and on this very channel. Cheers and bye-bye.